Hello YouTube viewers, welcome to my channel Science to Technology. In today's show, we're gonna have some interesting discussion about progress. I hope audio and video is working, and if that is so, either click the 100% symbol or write yes AV. That will give me absolute feedback whether it is working or not. So I'm waiting for incognito window to give me a feedback. In today's show, we're gonna have okay, so as of now, I do think audio and video is working. So I'm gonna assume that it is working, and then we're gonna get started from that. So I'm waiting for at least somebody to click 100% or write yes AV. Okay, as of now, I am gonna assume that things are working. So let's dive straight into it. Now, this is like I think second week after my basically return to home, and I'm working. Basically, there is some hope that I should be able to recover properly, and in that journey, this puppy is helping me a lot. And if you want this exact thing, don't worry, tomorrow morning you're gonna have basically a short detailing this device. And this basically think in this way, a lot of us has attention span issue. Now, uh, if you have this issue seriously bad, like you really can't focus on anything, then in this sort of scenario, this sort of clocks do help. And be mindful, can you do this with your mobile phone? Of course, but you won't be able to do it with your mobile phone simply because mobile phone are designed from hardware to software to notification, everything to take your attention away. For that reason, this sort of devices do not work as a simple timer. So this sort of thing, which we call a kitchen timer, they are a very simple device. You just open it up like tweet, and then you just start. It does nothing more. And again, it's not 20 minutes, it's basically whatever you rotate and all that. Although this is a Chinesium version of I think premium device, so the knobs are like very sloppy, so sometimes they make a lot of movement. See, it directly went like, it's not very repeatable, so to say. Fundamentally, this sort of system, again, it's not needed for most people, but if you really suffer from poor attention span, this sort of device, well, again, if you are suffering, might as well risk it, right? If you are really suffering, might as well risk it. And most of the time you do not have to pay too much for this, because again, that's why I bought the Chinesium one. It was not that expensive, and there are mechanical version of that you just rotate and it goes and like, again, it does not require battery. It just has a hammer that creates a sound. So those are actually good, but they are not very reliable. And again, back in the old days when those things were made, they were made out of metal parts. Now you open them up, it's halfly plastic parts, so might as well go digital. So I'm doing that. Now be mindful, most of these sort of devices, they are very poorly built, meaning the energy consumption of these things are so high that even though you are consuming three AAA batteries, this will drain it too quickly. So be very mindful. If you're buying this and you really need this, make sure you have some budget left for batteries and recharger, so you can utilize this without too much hassle. Otherwise, you will be shocked like how quickly these things eat up battery. Gyani Prasad sir, all okay, thank you so much. Nowadays, news are coming out that tires are melting on the road due to temperature increase. What is the solution if temperature goes too much hot? Again, there is none. Temperature is one of those variable that if it crosses a certain threshold, we genuinely do not have what you call much, so to say, much action. I want to see one other message. So I do not know who else is there. Okay. Okay. I think my Instagram was active, that's why it was giving notification. Yeah. So what can we do? Well, increase the albedo of the road, basically coat it in some things that are like, a bit more silverish, bit more whitish, so that will reduce the temperature a little bit. It will not magically solve the problem, but nothing better than something. Again, the white markers that you see, those are titanium dioxide. It's like very white, so it can handle a lot of abuse and still reduce the reflectivity. Again, that's why we use it. So that sort of coating in concrete roads could allow us to have a road that does not get cooked too much. But right now, anything on horizon, there is no solution other than the actually fixing the planet. So that's the hassle part. Do you think AI will be able to install in a humanoid robot do warehouse job? They already do. They already do. They are just not what you call Basically AI robotics have to go cheap enough, human labor has to go expensive enough. That crossing point has not achieved for most things. The moment that crossing point will happen, boom, everybody will start to do that. So it's not a matter of technology or science. We good, we sorted that. It's just that the price point is not there yet, just yet. It is like people are working their ass off to reduce the price, and people are working their ass off to optimize the warehouse from day one so it can work better with robotics. So it is doable. It is something that is doable. So if you're thinking, oh, it's not going to happen, well, again, I do not expect it to happen tomorrow, but I do expect it to happen in years, not like, decades, years. I do expect in years. Again, I do not expect every warehouse to do it once, but I could easily see some things that are far more what you call delicate. For example, there are a lot of warehouses that deal in flowers and vegetables and things of this nature. They already have robotics because it was worthy for them. Like the equipment was, equipment not, sorry, this what you call the goods were pricey enough where they could justify the cost. So things have been done like that, and there are many warehouses worldwide. They already have a mixture of robotics, where like again, there are two ways of solving the problem. First is you make a humanoid do a job as a human does, or smarter option where you design the warehouse with the robotics that you already have, and that is the most what we call optimum pathway. That way you do not have to re-engineer everything, because again, humanoid body is very generic. It's good, but it's not great at anything. But so for example, if you want a robotics to carry load, right, you are moving a load from here to there, wheels are better than legs, so might as well use wheels. So that's the core logic of warehouse engineering. Again, you have to design it such a way that, hey, you have shelves that are like actually accessible. Then what mechanism you have where you go and collect and do all those things. All of those things pile up. Once you have done all of it properly, then you can have a robot-based system. Right now, that is too expensive. And again, it is being done. There are many warehouses in Europe and in America that does that, but some are hybrid, some are purer, but those are for very expensive items, but not for generic, Amazon warehouse. And again, Amazon is working tirelessly to remove human labor issues in their factories, but again, that will take some time. I will not expect that in day one, but I think it will take. How the price will reduce for humanoid robots? I mean, what steps it will take? Mass production. See, mass production can drop the price of anything without too much hassle. Like for example, this puppy is black magic. Like go to 1990 and show people this, that I can just have this. Like just have it. I'm not a billionaire. Just I'm gonna have this. They're gonna be like, what kind of black magic is this? Like tell them like this puppy has billions of switches, or maybe even billion, trillion. Yeah, maybe even trillions of switches, transistors. They'll be like, bro, what kind of black magic is that? But again, we have it. Why? Mass production. Mass production is different way of optimizing the cost, way of making sure. And again, this is another aspect of things that people don't get. The reason we have science and technology development is because of mass production. The reason we have mass production is because of large population. That's why even though we had money back in the old days, like kings used to have more golds than you and I can even count, then why that did not have treatment for cures and illness like we do right now? Population. If you do not have large enough population, you cannot reduce the cost, like amortize the cost, I think that's the technical term, to large enough population to justify it. So that's why you do need population. If you want technological growth, you need population. If you shrink the population, that does not work. That's why mass production is the critical step of cheapifying anything like Minister Citizen, a new startup for doing not doing new things useful, just doing things 10-minute delivery services and not asking a big businessman like Ambani Adani for doing things. See, there is a reason for that. Like for example, if you talk about Ambani or Adani, why they are not doing it, it's like they did their part. That's why they are rich. They're done, they're good, they're sorted, they did their part. It's like now expecting a retired person to take care of you forever. It's like, no sir, like they did their part, they became rich, now you, like same way, think in this way. Let's just assume, knock on wood, my YouTube channel becomes big and successful, and I help a lot of people get jobs, I help a lot of people learn things are awesome and all that, and 5-10 years from now, People still ask me to do that. It's like, bro, like, someone new should replace me. Again, I do not expect it to happen 5 6 years unless I have a second job. But like, you get the point. Like, there is a flow of things. Basically, hey, this player was GG of its time. Like, we do not expect Sachin Tendulkar to do everything forever, right? You will have Sachin Tendulkar, then you're gonna have Virat Kohli, then you're gonna have someone else. That's the whole point of it. That's the whole pipeline. That's why I do not blame them for, like, oh, Ambani and Adani, they're only doing, like, generic things. It's like, yeah, they done. They, like, their part is sorted. What they're supposed to do, they did. They got that part sorted and done. Now it's other, like, new torchbearer, as they call it. So I do understand. Delhi government ban eyes for private and commercial commuter segment. Is it bad or good? It's really bad. Like, it's really, really bad. Like, because here's the deal. I can understand that people are complaining about pollution. Solving that problem is a hard problem. But creating a band-aid solution that destroys people, it's very easy to sell to public. For example, you're like, oh, air pollution. Like, again, study why the heck you have pollution. That's the first thing. You may not be doing that. Like, again, I brought Deepika Bhattu for this exact reason. She is an expert in that. And she said, like, we barely have 40 sensors. Like, barely. Like, whole of the capital of India is only monitored by 40 air sensors. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I expect at least 40,000. I'm like, 40,000 too much, at least 1,000. I mean, like, come on. So then only you will get, okay, what is the most toxic part? Because again, pollution is a umbrella term. It includes everything. It includes particulate matters. It includes volatile organic compound. It includes NOx. It includes that. If you do not have high resolution data on what exactly is it, the sources will not be taken care of. You may, worst case scenario, the most poisonous emission, they are still there because, like, it was like you never spend time to study it. So I do hate this idea. And another penalty is like why they are focusing on two-wheelers or three-wheelers. Well, on paper, at least on paper, replacement technology is there. On paper, that is like, on paper you can buy a two-wheeler EV that works. On paper you can buy a electric auto that works. But here's the reality is people will go bankrupt if they do that. All of the people I've talked in Kanpur and in other places, they are dealing with, like, electric auto. They are like, dude, these things are bankruptcy devices. They never run as much as they advertise. They never last long enough, and there is no resale value. So it's just a what you call a debt device. And again, if you increase the cost of the ownership of these tools, because again, you remove the better options of, like, a diesel auto or petrol auto or even CNG auto, then again they have to increase the price of the fares, and then people will be like, okay, why life is expensive. Same goes with bikes. Why bikes are expensive nowadays? Because of inflation. Like, let's just say a normal basic average bike is 1,50,000, but government can say, hey, you can get electric electric two-wheeler for 1,50,000. None of them would be as good as robust, as easy to maintain, as long lasting as a basic Splendor. I'm not even comparing to, like, robust Bullet or something like that. No. Basic Splendor will bitch slap all of them. And again, they will still have resale value. So penalty would be, and you're like, okay, it's costing fuel. No, it's not. Like, you run it for 5 6 years, then you're like, boom, fuel was free. The battery that you have to swap after 5 6 years is like, uh-oh. And again, half of the designs that are EV in right now in the market, they do not have battery designs properly done where it's like, okay, it's an easy thing to swap. Like, what the hell? So that creates a very serious issue. And again, it will affect me directly because, again, if CV Motion, again, the engine company that I'm working on, if government just passes this sort of law, it's like, let's F the, like, Indian public, because again, doing hard work, doing research, I'm like, why do that when we can F the public? If they do that, all investors will pull money, and that would be a painful thing to deal with. Again, if that happens, we will pivot to military. We'll just, like, F it. If people want to starve to death, I don't care. It's like, I'm like, you have, like, again, I hope this never passes, because again, on paper it sounds good, but until you know that those are the sources, you can't fix it. And again, electrical load will increase that drastically. Bangalore will be, oh, we have to build another jet power plant, and all the efficiency you got from electric, poof, gone. That's why I keep saying about series hybrid. And again, I genuinely hope they do not force it on cars. Cars are, like, even worse. Like, electric scooty are okay, three-wheeler, but, like, if they force it on cars, it would be really bad for public. Again, let's see what happens. I'm building augmented news. I'm I am building argumented news, but 70% is complete. I've instead of almost everything new required to investor because I need 20 lakhs. Can you help me find someone for AI and launch that? No, I'm the wrong person for that. But population decline, then who will pay for mass production? Nobody. That's why I keep saying that's the worst thing that could happen. That's why I was saying like early days that this hype, basically lie of population. Population is not a bad thing. Population is a good thing. It's a great thing. Again, if you have brain, it's a great thing. If you have wisdom, it's ultra great thing. It's like super pro max great thing. Because yes, look at how people were living when Earth's population was 1 billion. Everybody was like, G, awesome. No, they were dying. They were dying of mercury poisoning. They were dying of things that we do not even know what the hell they were drinking or what the hell they were smoking. Again, brick by brick, day by day, things get better. Why? Because again, you have enough of a problem that people are like, if I solve this problem, me rich, me solve the problem, me rich, people life get bit better. Again, it's a problem based economy. You have a problem, you solve that problem, you become rich, everybody wins little by little. And again, brick by brick, day by day, we do keep moving forward. We had 1 billion people who were crying, how can you feed 1 billion people? Now India is like, bitch, please. That's Wednesday for us. So again, how the heck that's happened? Again, go back to the timeline where there's like 1 billion planet population. People are like, oh, no. That's why I keep saying, and again, technology and science and whole economy relies on mass production. That requires a giant consumer base. If you do not have giant consumer base, poof, poof. So that's the whole point. Volume is low in your volume is always low in your streams. Since you are the only one commenting, most likely it's on your end. I am clipping the audio is going to from -20 to -10 dB. I'm looking at directly in the stream, OBS stream. So if it is bad for you, most likely it's on there. Because again, trust me, audio is one of those things where if I have a fault, everybody comments it. So trust me, it's one of those things. There's a good chance you may have some issues. Okay. Brian Johnson is doing projects called Don't Die, which checks everything in your body daily basis according to data analysis and machine by managing medicine, diets, HCL for longevity. Yeah. Right now, we are not there yet. We are not there yet. We are not there where you can actually, again, I do like the idea. Again, maybe he knows something that I do not. But again, right now, my focus is not on living long. My focus is living a healthy life. Like I'm like, if I have to follow this spinal problem forever, I'm like, no, bro, like cut my ticket like 60, like cut my ticket, man, I'm done. So I want to live in a world where human body repairs. Like only thing I know that repairs properly is skin and bones. Everything else is like, nope. And again, not even bones, like we have to go at knee replacement surgery. Although in that regard, one technological development could be happening. The fact that you can 3D print titanium now, like medical grade titanium, you can create a hollow structure. Basically that instead of using cement to bond it, you can use a pseudo glue and your bones will grow onto it. So instead of that surface, you will have titanium as a rebar, and instead of cement, you will have actual calcium there. So that was interesting. Because again, we have titanium, good, bone, good, cement that bounds them, garbage. So I was like, okay, that's an interesting take on things. So I'm intern in startup when government says do new things, all the staff under. Now they are saying there are a lot of start doing new things, but they don't have funds and other tech support for government. See, I keep saying this. Now it's not about money; it's about balls. Like, I'll give you a simple example. There's this company, Pran. Somebody had recommended me to make a video on this. And again, if you are a member of my channel, you could have already watched it. This will come in next Friday. And it's a filterless air purifier. Again, it does work. It's a known tested technology. They just miniaturized the industrial grade equipment to a small scale. And it's a good thing. I'm very happy with it. And again, the person who is like CEO, he has like 2 very good detailed 45-minute long interviews. And he was very clear about like, I have asthma, so I'm like very sensitive to, air quality and all that. And he was like, okay, let's do something. And stuff happened. And he's like, okay, let's build a company. And nobody in India was giving him money. Not even joking, like nobody, like think of this way. This is an Indian guy who went abroad, studied it, and he had the idea that every Tom, Dick and Harry in that university was like, dude, this is something good. This could have some amazing potential. And everybody chipped in their labor into it. And then he's like, okay, let's open here and then let's take care of pollution. And again, local pollution, but again, take care of it. And He's like, okay, let's raise some money. Nobody gave them money. I'm not even joking. He talks about it. It's like, in India, nobody will give you money unless you have already done it 5 times. It's like, oh, there are 5 EV companies. Yeah, take money for EV company. Oh, there is zero engine company in India. No money. It's like, what the hell? So it's one of those things that genuinely bothers me. Europe has low pollution, so they have very good life expectancy. No, they do not. They used to be very populated, very like this is the one thing that I generally. It's like human history changes, man. It fluctuates. There was a time like the whole foundation of like their industrial revolution happened during their peaks. So, and again, what happened afterwards? World War II. Their population never rebounded. What happened? They went through second level, third level slowly, and then what happened? America went. Why? America is the third largest populated country. So, it's one of the things. Are you talking about car? Government is trying to make electric trucks. If government is actually doing that, then it's like it was good knowing India at that point in time. Is like, yeah, it's time to wrap it up and start selling scams. Otherwise, I won't be able to afford paneer roll or even roti after that. So that's something. Due to fertility decline, can we solve a state will sponsor artificial womb, government hire surrogates mother? No, that cannot be done. Okay. Again, you think human children are like freaking bunny? We are not bunnies. Production is not the part. People have to want it, and then you have to raise them for at least 17, 18 years. Then there is a good chance. So it's not that easy. Oh, just have the babies. It's like somebody has to raise them. And this is the another part. Like people are not understanding. Oh, Russia has enough women; it can increase the population. It's like no, you need someone to raise the children. Just producing babies is meaningless. You can produce the baby. Who's gonna raise it? And again, your society can remain only functional if enough of family structure is intact. If all of them are destroyed, done. Okay, population. Okay, Europe is not okay. Will NVIDIA fix VRAM problem with neural rendering, texturing, composition? No. See, it takes time and effort, and it takes time and effort on the game engine part. Basically, studios that are making the game, they have to optimize it. Can it be done? Of course. Will they do it? No. So that's the problem. In your solar video, you said the roads are most absorbing heat and releasing it evening. A solution for roads? No. Again, the best thing I can think of is like reduce the radiator. Basically, instead of having pure black road, make sure that it is some sort of reflecting material. I do not know which material is reflective enough in infrared and robust enough that it can be on roads, other than titanium dioxide. But again, you might as well have to paint the whole road white. So as there. Why aerospace is necessary for a nation elite class type? Even someone can get into aerospace, propulsion, avionics, like toughest find scratches and bureaucracy limited only for defense. I'm not getting your question. See, if a country is messed up in terms of bureaucracy, it's messed up in every regard. So the brilliant people who are in that nation, the first thing they do is eat out of there. It's like, I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this. Again, I'm not even joking. Today, only in my Instagram, there was a story about like some company that was building a blood transport system with AI and path optimization with a automated refrigeration system and all that. They were like doing enough so that blood can be transported in Mumbai A to B without too much issue, without losing or wasting too much of it. And it's a good necessary service. And then they're like, no, you can't do this. Government was like, no, you need this license. And they're like, okay, fair enough. We're gonna pay for the license. And they paid for the license, and the license died in 18 months. As in, they never built the license. Like, they paid it. They kept going to that office. It's like, I'm dealing with it. Like, F you, man. F the country, man. Why the heck I'm gonna work, man? F you. And again, 18 months. And like 500 CR, poof, that go home. So it's one of those things. Is plasma replacement for a young blood or old blood will help in recovery health? I would doubt it. I genuinely doubt it. I don't think again, it will not help in the genetics. So I genuinely doubt it. So that's there. I have a Cupid AI artificial found a vibe for humans, not being like Grok AI feeling human-like vibes with it. That's up to you. I'm asking over tips or any references like you told 80 like I've built 85%, just need 15 to 20 lakhs. Again, if I had that kind of access, I would be rich, man. After struggling with a very basic tube operation during the prototype, I really salute how I found petrol company in the era like damn. Very basic tube operation. I'm not sure what you are referring to. There is some missing context there. Oh, somebody donated an English channel. Damn. Hold on, my man. Hold on. That's the first time. Let me look into it. Vishal Kumar, you have donated Save India from Tariff in Future. Again, I have made detailed video about this. The only way to do that is make sure that India is energy independent. The only way to do that is start growing seaweed biofuel. But again, if government is like, what if we smoke cocaine, man? What if hydrogen, man? What if lithium from China, man? What if we F the country, man? So if they are doing that, it's like, might as well not try. So I'm like, it does feel frustrating at times. I'm not gonna deny it. And again, I'm dumb. Like I can understand that very smart people who leave India, like very, very smart people, like it would be maddening for them. It's like, are you genuinely killing the country because stupid? It's like, really? Like, really? So I do starting to get that. Like I already have a lot of friends abroad, so now I'm getting it. It's like, yep. If I were smart, I will leave too. It's like, yeah, it's not worth it. It's just like, nope. So such is life. Like there are situations where it just feels yesterday I saw a post where a flower factory put 16 license on the wall of a very small factory. Yeah, it's bureaucracy is too stupid nowadays. It's like just stupid. Like it's not even logical or helping the country or like protecting the public. It's just effing the country. It's just like, and again, you have to understand, if you do not fire a government employee for not doing their work, anything they will do would be useless. It's like, oh, I have to do this job, like, right? You pay them for this job. Oh, but you cannot be fired. Of course, they will not do the job. It's like, why? Are you mad? It's like, again, and India does not have ballsy people like Elon Musk where they're like, okay, I'm gonna directly freaking audit the whole government. I'm like, yeah. And Trump to like have the balls big enough where it's like, I'm gonna fix this country. I'm gonna become the freaking president and I'm gonna kick its ass. I'm like, oh yeah. I want to ask that people are not willing to make baby provide the economy, but government want economy with uncontrollable inflation rise. Kids need government responsibility till 18 years. See, David, that cannot happen. Okay, government cannot take responsibility. The government is only like a death. Okay, so you have to supposed to tame a government where it's like it does not become so big it kills the country. You're supposed to tame it. It's like, you know, necessary evil. But asking government to solve a problem, it's like smoking cocaine. Okay, it's not doable. Okay, Anupam, if you want nuclear fusion as an energy generator like capitalist person, so how much money would it need R&D, make profitable, self-sustaining, sufficiency? Yeah, it's not real. Like last I checked, fusion is not real. It's not real. It's like I'm old enough, like really old enough where I used to see it in, I'm like early 2005 kind of old. Like in 2005, 20 years ago, I've been watching this, like we're gonna build this plant and this is gonna make fusion, we're gonna have a break even and we're gonna have it awesome, it's gonna be GG, and it's bullshit. All of it. 100% of it. And it's like, no, private people are money. I'm like, have you not seen Solar Roadway? Have you not seen 10,000 other BS project, including Hyperloop? It's like, what the heck? So radial flux motor have more power density than AC? No, depends on who makes it, the design constraint. It's not a black and white, oh, it has more. No, do you need it more? Does it have more? How do you package it? How is the casing? And again, let's say motor is very light, but the casing required for that motor is huge. What's the point? It's not as black and white. Whenever you say, again, I keep saying, go to Monroe Live. They tear it down EV motors and give you the idea, like why it's so big, why it's so bulky, or why it's not bulky, and why it requires so much cooling. It's like it's not black and white, my man. If anybody tells you black and white, and again, even in my axial flux video, I've talked about specifically, they are only good for electric aircraft. Why? They have cooler airflow. They do not need to worry too much about it. So. Who will go below replacement for Afghanistan and Pakistan? No, Afghanistan is resetting itself. They are resetting itself. I told you, Afghanistan is resetting itself. They will fix themselves. Like they got things under control. Rude control, but they got things under control. They're gonna take care of it. It's gonna be a rough while, but they got it. They're sorted. They're sorted. Oh, one thing I wanted to show you is this, like you see this, and again, it does have two tiny magnets, completely useless. Thankfully, I have bought a bunch of, like, I think 10 magnets, N52 magnets from Patel Magnet, like again, supposedly original N52 magnets. And after I bought it, I have like basically I have a magnet on my computer case, then that magnet attaches to this magnet, then it's slapper, because again if I rotate it, I cannot rotate it because it rotates, so I have to lock it like this, then you're gonna do this. It's like you're supposed to cut cost, but this cut too much cost, so it's a bit like flimsy. uh, it's one of those things. Normal aluminum tube that is used in normal day-to-day production is very basic common thing. I'm trying to build something from tube is very difficult to find vendors. Oh, don't talk about vendors, man. Like I cannot tell you, like we're supposed to have engine by now, like done, sorted, go home, sweet dreams. Like again, the big one, we already had the small one. Might as well, we should build a new, lot of small ones while we wait for the big ones. And like so many vendors, like half of the vendors are like, dude, unless you place like, 10,000 piece order, we're not like doing it seriously. And another are like, bro, yeah, we're gonna get, again, whenever you go to a vendor for this sort of machining operation, they will ask you, is like, okay, we can like figure things out. For example, what sort of machines do you need? CNC machine, VNC machine, and EDM machine, and they're going to be a list for it. And our vendors, yeah, we're gonna get that EDM machine that you need for, like, let's say in this amount of time. That's been going on for 2 months. So it's been a very, very, I guess, go 6 I think something like should be implemented in India and USA. It's like, David, think through what you're asking. Think through what you're asking. And again, it's what we call nature taking its course. Whether we are on the right, whether we are on the wrong, we do not have to worry about it. That's the good part about it. Future will judge us. For example, if we go extinct, we dumb. If we survive, we thrive, we grow, we good. There is nothing more than that. There is nothing more than that in life. Nothing more. Like, we try to overcomplicate it too much, but nothing more than that. So, in terms of basically uh, vendors, it's like it's a frustrating thing to deal with them. And again, the whole pipeline, again, that's why I'm researching into this GD&T data point, is like how the heck this works and all that. So again, there's like a lot of new learnings that I'm getting, and it's painful, and I'm scared right now. I'm not gonna deny, like unless we pivot very drastically, it's in the bad. It's like it's bad. It's bad. So finally, I've decided to buy a LiFo inverter costing 34,000. Good luck. When policy should be into correct order from India or USA. Again, most likely he's from India. But anyway, is Russia still best for aerospace engineering career courses, juggling crack with JEE aptitude exam? No, no, no. You will have better luck in half of Europe and 25% in basically, what was the other country? Ukraine. And again, Ukraine built basically jet powered cruise missiles for 2 years while getting bombarded. So, and then they started to go boom on Russia. So, because again, all the missiles they were getting from the West, it's like, don't use it directly on Russia. It's like, what's the point of this then? And then they're like, okay, we're gonna build it. We're gonna defend our area. Basically, all the land loss, we're gonna slow it down, and then we're directly gonna attack their boom boom towns. We're gonna go boom. 2 years. And again, they have been really good. Like, if you want to figure out turbo machinery, they're good. Like, from rocket turbo machinery to everything. Like, the turbo machinery, wherever you're talking about, Ukrainians are like the best. Like, there is no discussion. Like, they are the best on that. So there. Germany is best for engineering. No, that's on paper. Used to be. They used to be, but that was long ago. And again, right now in current world, and again, when was the last time you heard any semiconductor being manufactured in Germany? So it's one of those things, like, it changes, man. It changes. Time, like the crown is heavy. It never stays still for one time for very long time. So your engine forces only teeth at a time. No, it does not. I have already made a dedicated video after actually showing the smaller proof of concept engine and actually running it by the drill so you can actually see it. It's not teeth only. There are freaking 3 elements and it's always constrained. It's like, first the roller pushes it, then the teeth engages, which again, it was always in sync motion. So it's not like a nothing, bam. It's not like that. The pin is moving it, and again, pin is roller pin. It's not grinding, it's rotating. And that's why it's different from Scotch yoke engine. It's not going shh. It's like rotating, smooth, efficient. And then it goes to the teeth. Then it goes again to another pin. Then that's how it goes back and forth. That's why teeth does not break when we run it. Within 2 to 3 months, taking is talking place. Hey, bro, I am so old that I'm not even gonna entertain that. I have talked about it long ago that if Chechenian war lasted for 8 7 8 years, this war will last at least that long. And given the fact that they are making sure that Russia is bleeding, it's going to last much longer. Or worst case scenario, some deal could be struck. But again, let's see. Can AI, humanoid robots, automate parenting and raise children ranging from 7 to... Dude, what sort of cocaine you are smoking, my man? Like, it's not good for health, man. India is best for science and semiconductor. It's like you're watching too much video game, man. It's like it seems like you just played too much that Horizon Zero Dawn. That's the premise of that. It's like, bro, like, and who will pay for it? It's like, think it through, man. Think it through. Holistic system analysis. I think I should change my channel's name to that, holistic system analysis. But again, that's the whole core point of it. What do you think about how Ambani founded petrol company in his era? Again, he's good. He's good. Like, again, we hate rich people because again they show that what hard work can achieve. And again, they are clever. That's how they can, push through all the challenges. That at current situation, right? Let's say I have a company in current situation, it's very tough. In the same situation, someone who is better than me in the same scenario would perform much better. Heck, he might even become rich in this exact scenario. And again, many times, like for example, pandemic destroyed a lot of companies. It also made a lot of companies ludicrously rich. And investors started printing money, man. Because again, any investor that was wise enough knew well enough that the market will bounce back. They start leeching the whole market. They're like, okay, keep buying my bar, keep buying it, keep buying it, keep buying it, keep coming, keep it coming, just keep coming, just keep it coming. And then now, like in 2 years, they would have gained so much money. It's like, damn. Like, let's try to calculate how much that would be. Hold on. Let's go to Coin app. My Nifty 50 has gone into green. It's after so long. 3 years max. Okay. That time Nifty 50 unit, let's just say one unit was 92 rupees. 92, just pay attention to that number, 92. It was dipped. It dipped from 110. Okay, so it was 110. It dipped to 92, and everybody's like, oh, so much loss, which is was. And just few months later, and like 18 November 2021, this puppy reached 161. So people who started investment during that 2020 dip, they are printing money, man. Like they are printing money, and like even current dip is not dip enough. I was so happy. Like I looked into my graph and it was like, I bought 2 times at the dip and now it dipped even deeper. It's like that. I could not match it correctly. So it's one of those things. Why small induction motors are very inefficient and small devices uses DC brushed or BLDC motor rather than induction motor. Again, things cost wise. Basically, it's cost. They want to make it cheap. That's the whole point. And DC brushed motor is the cheapest motor available. And how will you create AC? Like thinking this way, most of the time when you hold on, let me show you guys. So whenever you have something like this, let's say a portable power tool. So when you have power tool like this generally uses DC motor. Why? Well, it's easy to drive. You just put DC current, done, go home. When you are talking about induction motor, A, how the heck you gonna miniaturize it? B, after miniaturizing it, you have a problem. How the heck you create AC sine wave? That's the issue. And again, you have to create 3 of them. So BLDC is super simple, and but it does cost money in terms of magnet and in terms of driver circuit. DC motor, which is just it does not require that high level of a magnet and has brushes, is super cheap, does work. That's why it's always price. It's always price. Always price. So how buy gold today instead of your stock and extra? How is buying gold today? I do not know. And again, I think you have watched my last Hindi stream, but let me clarify. Gold is meant to be sold from rich people to poor people. That there is nothing other than that. Basically, for example, everybody panics and buys gold, especially the middle class and lower middle class people. They're like gold, 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 gold. It's like cool, awesome, GG. You could buy it gold, and the price went up. Cool, awesome. But here's the, who the heck you gonna sell it to? Like nobody worthwhile is buying. Like you can go to banks and bank is gonna sell you like properly minted and certified gold, like legal copy and all that, but they're not gonna buy it from you. Like who the hell is buying gold from you? Like think that part through. Like gold is something, oh, I'm gonna collect gold, awesome, GG. How the heck you gonna sell it? Who the heck you gonna sell it to? Like the only place where you can just go and use your gold is a gold loans. Basically use your gold as a loan system. So fundamentally, it sounds very good, but it's not that what you call fluid. It's not as fluid as people expect. And again, my mom got this lesson from a shopkeeper, gold shopkeeper. It's like my mom asked it, like whenever we give you some jewelry and we barely get any money, why is that? Even the gold prices? It's like, sir, we are making money by selling you gold, not buying gold from you. So fundamentally, our primary job is to sell gold, not to buy it. Like see that through. Like who is selling and who is buying. The people buying is not there. People are buying from factories. People are buying from mines, but they're not buying from public. So it's not as wise as you would think. So people are like, okay, it allows us to protect against hyperinflation. Cool. Who the hell is gonna buy gold from you in hyperinflation environment? Like think that part through. So. Can I be able to use humanoid robot? Can I take my old? I'm 29 now. Likelihood is low unless you are super rich. I want to invest money right now, but I need to buy a Sigma 24 to 70 f2 lens for 6 month EMI. Decide to go all rounder lens instead of 4 prime lenses. Yeah, that's a wise decision. But again, see, anything you invest on making money, like for example, I'm buying, like I bought a very expensive DSLR of that time, and do I regret it? Hell no. That has a higher return than anything else, because again, it allowed me to make a YouTube channel, it allowed me to contact people, and again, now there is a tiny hope that I could be able to, like, pull myself out of this sticky situation, let's just put it that way. So again, that was a very good investment. Sometimes people invest in their own training and it does pay off. So you do not have to compare everything like that. It's like, oh, I could have, like, do this. It's like, A, life is about living. B, not everything is about monetary gain. First, many things are about making you better. Because again, let's just say you are very lucky and from very early on you started to save a lot of money, like a lot of, like you are living like a poor person, putting all your income, like however little income you putting into SIP, and let's say in your 40 years you're like, okay, now I'm sorted, I can relax. You have not grown as a person. So for that reason, there is always a balance, always a balance. What are the elements which are harder than Google it? Do you think India provides the service regarding semiconductor chip design? Do you know India provides the service regarding? See, we provide service of everything. Heck, I have phone calls with people who provide service for everything. But again, that does not give you Taiwan level expertise. That's proprietary. China is exposing LV, Rolex, etc. brand, Western brands selling thousands of production in China, wiping them out. But Micromax wiped due to BBK electronics phone. Again, see, China's people are clever. They're clever, and the reason why Rolex is there, because it's old. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's almost 400 years old. So if you have something with that sort of legacy, you can't compete against that. Chinese company will come and go. It will take that long to make a legacy where it's a last long enough. It's not that easy. And when it comes to Lamborghini and all that, here's the deal. China can make a much better Lamborghini. There is no discussion about that. But again, why Ferrari survives even though Lamborghini is better? Simply because Ferrari was there. Like, there is a aura to legacy. So once you have that, it's like you can't beat someone who was born before you. So there are things. How's CV project going? Again, recently the biggest thing was, again, in my sector, I made a video about that, basically showing that 2-stroke small engine running, and then we showed a cutaway of it in different sections and sides and explained it does not require oil. Even though it's 2-stroke engine, it does not require oil and all that jazz. So that was an interesting thing. So there is, like, again, right now the biggest issue is that government regulation change. If it changes too drastically, it would require us to retool our situation, like, drastically. Like, it's a big thing. It's a big thing. So I'm not sure what's going to happen if government just goes ham on things like that. Oh, and Ashish, one other aspect, like, women will only buy when it's hyper overpriced. That's the whole point of it. That's why they buy diamonds. Like before that diamond is forever marketing campaign, diamond was a industrial stuff. It was like a mineral that was used for mining and all that. There was no other use of it. Again, there was some use, but it was not like every woman has to have diamond in their finger. It's like not that. German company Zeiss is the only company in the world that manufactures the lenses for cheap fabric. I know you are stupid, but why you are proving that you are stupid? It was long ago when lenses were used, like long ago. And be mindful, the first time the lenses were used in chip manufacturing, basically high nanometer manufacturing, it was Canon and Nikon, not Zeiss. And again, lenses are no longer being used to make, EUV machines. Tell me what is used. There is no lenses in EUV machine. If marriage is sustainable, government should ban it. I much better than I'll see. Why do you care about it? It's like what government does. See, you should only care if government makes it mandatory that you have to get married. That's the only thing you should care about. But again, government will not do. So that's why diamond is not rare. Yeah, of course, not rare. Like the rare diamond right now is man-made diamonds. Like for example, there is this company that makes. They have a lot of YouTube videos. You could easily find them where they make a hard-pressed diamond, which is harder than natural diamond because again, natural diamond does not have a perfect randomness in their crystal, so it can shatter quite easily. So this man-made diamond, which is like made in like giant machine, ultra high pressure, like gigaton kind of pressure, and they make 3D printer nozzles and like some things where like you need the hardest material, and they're like, damn, this is like strong stuff. But again, that looks black diamond is like because again it's a very what do you call the crystal structure is randomized, so it does not crack, does not shatter no matter what you do. So that is the hardest available. But again, that's a rare. Natural diamond is like, oh, it's the big stone. It's like, I want to invest money right now, but did you just repeat it or it's like live chat? Okay, my apologies. It's like freaking YouTube's live chat. It just confuses things. Saw your video, brother. Very good and detailed video. Glad you liked it. Tomorrow there's gonna be a new video with spicy topic about spice. We're gonna talk about spicy topic that people are talking and I'm avoiding in this. We're gonna have that spicy conversation. But be mindful, that's gonna be in Hindi. So people who are here, I do apologize. But I'll post the link just as a good measure. There are lenses in EUV high accuracy. No, there are no lenses in EUV machine. Come on, man. I mean, people should start opting for AI and humanoid for many relationships in life. Again, why are you worried about people doing things? Worry about yourself, man. Like, let other world go, man. Let them go. They are not paying you. Like, see, I'm worrying about CV motion because, again, that directly affects my well-being, my pockets. You see? Again, I research and topics and all that because, again, I get paid for it. You see? So if you're not getting paid for it, don't let it occupy this. Let it go, man. Let it go. It's like, am I affected by? Again, if it's a personal thing, it's like, what should I do? That's a good question to have. But if it's like, oh, the people should do this, like, why should you care? It's like, if world is like, again, think in this way, if Supreme Court justices are getting paid by Indian public and they are deciding to F the Indian public, who is stupid? Indian public or Supreme Court justice or whole of India? There is no right answer on this. So you have to just let it go. Is your brother married? Yeah. I didn't read my comment either. Yes, maybe I didn't say, and never mind. Okay, yeah, they are minor. They are mirror. Yes, somebody finally figured out they are mirrors. There is no freaking. And again, technically, even calling it mirror was also very sloppy, I would say. They are gratings. Technical term is grating. They are diffraction grating. They are not lenses, not even mirrors. Again, mirrors can't reflect ultraviolet. So they have diffraction grating. Basically, how we have fiber lasers and we have diffraction grating in that fiber laser fiber of that fiber laser cladding. Same goes there. For now, April for video showcasing Sony A7 Mark V with 39 megapixel 8K support. For April full video. April full video again. Again, I think because of tariff that might be delayed. Do your sister-in-law watches your video about? Of course, a lot of them watches, but again, they're like, no, you can't do like that. Again, it's there. See, if those people who are lucky, they do not know how unlucky other people are. That's why I keep saying go to the family court. And again, I do not have to worry about my sister side. Like they're sorted, they're done. If the marriage goes well, they're good, they're sorted. If marriage goes bad, they're still good, they're still sorted. It's the man that getting slaughtered. So that's the whole point. How do you know that much? here's a better question. Why don't you know that much? Again, I'm an idiot when it comes to intelligence. Why don't you know that much? But here's the deal. Again, it should be fair. I did explain to people in my Hindi channel why the heck that is. Well, here's the deal. When you go to school, whenever you are studying things, that is not the reason why you are in school. Let that be very clear. When you're going into school, studying your chapter, science, chemistry, biology, and blah, 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 that's not the focus of the school, not of the schooling system, nor of the education. The core function of that is to teach you how to learn, how to gather information, how to process the information, how to crunch that information, how to present your ideas in a logical manner. That toolkit should have been developed when you went through the schooling system. I was very lucky. I had very good teachers, and I was crazy enough where I actually did not give a serious amount about my exam numbers, but I did give a damn whether I understand it or not. So I maintained that pipeline. I focused on that pipeline where I can A, gather information, B, process that information, C, crunch that information. Crunching meaning I can extract things that are not there specifically written, and then we can present the idea, because again, I developed that pipeline. That allows me to just absorb information. Like if I want to learn, I will learn, the end. There is no discussion on that. I do not care, oh, do you not have education on that? Because again, anybody is talking like that. I understand, like there are certain things where you need licenses, right? Engineering buildings and all that. But there is no limit on learning. Like you can learn anything you want, including medical science. But again, it's not recommended to practice on other people. But again, if you are poor, and again, there are people who were in jail, they studied law, and they got themselves out because no other lawyer was risking. Like again, there is no limit. If you have the good pipeline where it's like, okay, I'm gonna gather the information, I'm gonna crunch the information, I'm gonna be awesome about it, you can do it. There is no limit. And again, I was lucky that I developed that because I had good teachers, good friends, and half crazy attitude. Why are you afraid of revealing your location? When you have 100,000 people trying to ask you where your location is, then we're gonna have a conversation. Before that, you are too goddamn dumb. And again, if I don't think you have watched enough of Flying Beast, he had an issue. What happens if your location is revealed? So that's there. As a sister-in-law, not sister. Again, does not make a difference. So I'm buying one 10 TB center drive once a year, later creating NAS from it. Expensive, but it's the cheapest TB. Good luck. I have genuinely lucky that school thing. I get nightmares from school days. Lol. I'm currently seeking mental help for it. Oh, I was beaten the living daylights out of in my school also. So it was, see, school wise, you have to understand, I had good coaching teachers. And again, there is no scenario where all your teachers are bad in school. Only some would be bad. And again, they could be really, really bad, which again, we also had some bad ones. But again, those fade away in memory. But good ones stayed in my memory. So I had good teachers. So, yes, like, and you're humble too. Again, life has bitch slapped me enough where I know that I do not know. Like, it's a very different thing to having a conversation who might win a Nobel Prize. And I met them before it was cool. Let that be very clear. I have like at least 2-3 people in the candidate which can win Nobel Prize, and I have conversation with both of them before they got it. So again, life teaches me a lot of things. Again, I'm financially zero, like nothing. My bank account, nothing. Zilch, zero. But everything other than that, me good. Like I'm living like a king. Like literally, I'm not even joking. Not as like a bragging kind of thing, but it's like if I need to travel, somehow that opportunity happens. If I need to get something done, seriously important, it's done automatically. I don't have to worry about it. Like I did not even, I'm not worried about the camera. Like the moment A7 Mark 5 is released, that will be within my reach. I do not have to worry about it too much. So like financially, poor. Practically, life-wise, yeah, there are some rough cases, including court case, but other than that, and again, even my spine thing, I am hopeful. Like there was one big event, again, that's why I'm like so focused on this, because again, let's assume my nerves do heal. I do not want to damage them again, so I will keep using them 20-minute sessions. And another aspect is, this is the first time after a very long time I managed to do 2 videos in a day. Which again had a issue with my air conditioner, so they replaced the condenser. That took much longer than anticipated, so I could not do that. And again, I had a video call that time, so a lot of issue, a lot of hassle. So that's one of those things. What's about your new project? Again, it's not new. Most likely, if I actually get some, right now, primary focus is making sure my channel is healthy again, where I'm uploading almost a day. Basically, minimum 5 videos a day. Sorry, 5 videos a day, and then live and then short. Most likely, short would be compromised if I get tired too much, but I will try to make that 5 videos for quite some time. So I have enough of a oomph where I can restart my channel. It's been bad. And again, it feels different. I feel once I get into the rhythm, once I have, biggest issue is if I have the topic, work life is easy. If I have the topic, if I don't have the topic, half of the day is wasted. I need topics. So some people recommended containership as a topic. Femtosecond laser as a topic, and RAM versus VRAM versus unified RAM as a topic. So once I have the topics, and then those will help a lot. And assuming, let's just assume, knock on wood, things go well, my target would be try to refinish this. Like I really want to finish this. So that's like, I was bullied boy in my school that my teachers were afraid to talk to me whenever they see me in market. I got broke in my school. Teachers were making elitism of top school students, even no choice choosing school as per your needs, even if had good grades. See, such is life, man. Such is life. You make do with what you have, and you see. Think in this way. Done. That part is done. What next? Like for example, somebody was asking, like, okay, I can't focus anymore. Like again, I also have that same issue. That's why I bought this to solve that issue. Somebody said they have poor memory. Trust me, I'm also no GG when it comes to memory. Again, solution. So whatever problem you have to reach a point where you are like, okay, let's solve it. Let's solve it. There is nothing more than that. Nothing more than that. Just solve it. Like you have a problem, solve it. So my project wise is like trying to actually finish this. So that will be again one tiny project I did do. Like I did had this in emergency, which is a good emergency, but again a switch was bricked. Where is the switch? Yeah, so it had like a 3 switch where you're like focused beam and then the flat. So this switch I could not find in the market. I tried to buy it, I could not even find it online also. So I was like, okay, I need to fix it. Like because again when they were working on the AC, it was very late night and they have to use a mobile light, and I'm like, no, this is not going to work. So I did open it. I have opened that Philips LED emergency, and again it has one 18650. It's like this big, and it has one 18650 like this. Again, this was not 18650 light. I modified it to make it into 18650, basically one of these. So I was like, okay, let's fix it. I was so angry that day. I was like, okay, let me grind that puppy. Again, I had a meeting at 9, but I was like, no, I'm gonna make this work. I desoldered it, put a new switch that fit in the same footpad. But again, because again, it did not have 3 position, I made sure that that focus beam light, which again, I don't need that much, that is not there. And only the main floodlight works. I'm like, it worked. Again, I cannot tell you how many times I have opened it, thought about it, but I was like so mad that I was like, no, I'm gonna do this. That was the small project that I did. It's almost like this small project where it's like, this was not a 18650 light. This was a 3 AAA battery light. But again, I modified it so it can take 18650. So if you get mad enough, you start to finish projects. And again, I was this close, like this close, where I was like, let my video slide, because again, that's how I was used to do. But I was like, no, what if I try? My legs were not hurting as badly. My spine was not hurting. Basically, my hamstrings were not hurting. So I was like, what if I try? And again, to make sure that they stay in that stage, use this so I do not sit in one position for much longer time. And it did work. So there is hope, I'm hoping. 5 videos per day. No, 5 video per week. Sorry. 5, basically, ideally is 1 per day. So 1 per day means 2 for me. So 1 Hindi, 1 English. That's not that big of a deal, because the biggest deal is right now, it's finding the topic. Second biggest deal is making the presentation. After that, it's just like, tedious, but like all that. Unlike you're very immature that you dragged in court. Unlike me, you were very immature. That's why you are not dragged in court cases. I am in court case. Again, anyway. Again, I bloody hope that you are smarter than me and wiser than me. If you're not, life is gonna be brutal, man. I'm not gonna deny it. It's gonna be bad. How you learn English language? Watching TV shows. Lot of them. Like a lot. Like a lot. Like back in the days, I used to consume a lot of them. Heck, I was so stupid when in my consumption. I watched this, what you call, Smallville. lot of season of that. So I did that. I want to start paying 2,000 rupees per month on mobile bill is nothing. I want to be instead of in life paying 2,000 rupees. Again, work at it. You should be able to reach it. Unlike me, okay, how is your solar doing? It's okay, it's okay. And again, I was very happy that at least 3 months it removed our bill. So that I'm like, I'm happy. I'm happy. It's not as good. Again, I do not think it's the plate problem or inverter. I'm very angry because it does not come with a dongle. I bought it for that and it does not come with a dongle. That's the problem. But I think my battery is the weak link. We should have had much bigger battery. Like, I think instead of buying solar plates, we should have bought much bigger inverters and then have just like solar panel at the later stage. I might even do that. So it's one of those things. What did you bought for focus? I showed you. Again, tomorrow you're gonna have like, this is a 20-minute timer. So I will adjust it to 20 minutes, something like this, and then I'll start it, and then it's gonna go beep beep. And again, if I look at it, I do not get distracted. That's the difference between mobile phone and this. So even if I touch this, I do not get distracted. I have to look at it, I do not get touch your mobile phone, distraction happens. So for that reason, I have to do it. These are called kitchen timers. And again, please be mindful. If you're actually serious about this, please buy rechargeable battery. They consume battery like there is no tomorrow. Thankfully, I have already for other things, again, for my audio recorder Zoom H1, and I had bought a charger, so buying batteries were not that expensive. So I do have that. Thankfully I do have that. And again, now I'm aiming for replacing all my remote batteries with rechargeable batteries. It's too expensive, man. Just keep consuming battery. So that's it. I don't care about my. If possible, make a video on stupidity. For example, how many times I saw people asking that how much something is related to mentality, why a lot of them don't know about learning by self. Yeesh, that's spicy. Like friend zone, calls my sister or something. Make video on solar panel. I have a lot of video on solar panel. Did you escape the matrix? Not yet, not yet. Again, it's not about escaping the matrix. It's about utilizing the matrix. It's utilized. Basically, the only thing that can hurt a man is a lie. So as long as you grow enough where you can start to remove all the layers of lies, you're good. You do not have to leave the matrix. You have to own the matrix. So that's it. Your comment section will be immature, accept me. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Adani announced they are increasing the tariff in Mumbai. So now I'm prepared to sell my house and pay electricity bill. Mobile is not distracting, it is oxygen. Yeah, so see, that's the reason. That's the reason. Someone being narcissistic in the comment. Yeah. See, that's the whole point. Again, mobile addiction is really bad for me, and it's very bad because again, I have to look into it. I have to use it. So it's very bad. That's why, like, again, let's just say this week I was productive. Again, not as productive, as awesome as I could have been, but much better. And again, if I did not have this, it would have been a bit difficult. Would I be able to manage it? Maybe. But again, having this is better. And again, sometimes removing things from your conscious mind, where just like something does that, it's good for your mental relaxation. So it's like, okay, let's focus on the topic. So that's there. That timer thing looks like a washing machine knob too. Yeah, that's the whole point. They are designed that way. They are designed that way. Anyway, it's been 1 hour, so I'm gonna take my leave. I will see you guys in the spicy video tomorrow. Although it's in Hindi, but it's spicy. I thought 3D print a washing machine knob thingy. No. I'm like, some things are just not worth going through all that. And again, I have very bad habit of not completing the project, so I was like, let's just buy it. It's not that stupendously expensive. And again, it does work. It's one of those things. It just works. I do not have to spend too much time about it. So we'll see you guys from spicy video. Bye.